Crown Prince Fazza of Dubai has a net worth of $400 million, which makes him one of the richest royals in the world. As a whole, the royal family is worth $18 billion. The prince has expensive tastes because he grew up with so much money. He has ships, cars that can drive water, luxury tanks, and the most expensive horse and camels in the world, among other interesting things. A lot of money is spent by Prince of Dubai. Of course, his home comes first. The prince, who is called Sheikh Mohammed, can live anywhere he wants. The Dubai family owns a lot of very nice homes all over the world, but Fazza likes these the best. First, there's this royal house, which is a great place to live. This $500 million house belongs to Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the leader of Dubai and Fazza's brother. These photos shows how the castle looks when it's lit up for a royal wedding. Even though the public can't see the royal home, these pictures of another royal house in Dubai show how luxurious it is. Most of the royal family lives in Dubai, where they can get away from the city in a big group of houses. Prince likes to go a certain place in Vancouver. He has a $55 million apartment in the Fairmont Pacific Rim. Nice, huh? Fazza paid $25 million in 2017 for the first apartment in the building, so why not buy 3 more? He bought the 3 apartments below it quickly for a total of $55 million in cash. The flat is on the top 3 floors of the building and is 15,000 square feet. Fazza's private business company, Zabel Investments, own many properties in the UAE, including the Palm, Jumeirah Zabel Zarai Hotel. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell to stay updated on our daily videos. The $12 billion hotel in Dubai has hundreds of high-end rooms, private beaches, and both indoor and outdoor pools. Dubai royals like Fazza can stay in one of Zabel's 405 guest rooms or 38 royal houses to enjoy its luxury. He keeps tigers, elephants, lions, and several famous peacocks as odd pets, but his camel, which is the most expensive animal in the world, is the most beautiful animal he owns. He was looking for the best animal in the world just like everyone else. This camel was one of 17,000 that the prince chose, and he paid $2.7 million for it. Since then, people have been talking about it a lot on his Instagram feed. At last, an Instagram that people can follow. Even though some of his favorite animals are cheap pieces, the prince's falcon supplier brings the falcons into the UAE himself. We don't know how much the prince spent on each falcon, but he is thought to have hundreds of them, and when they win a race, they can earn him more than $100,000. ESPN has falcon racing? The prince showed his show horse, which costs $1.8 million all over the world. The prince has more than 1,000 horses all over the world and at least 120 camels on his land in Dubai. Even though the prince could ride camels, horses, or elephants, he usually drives one of the gold cars from his collection, of course, worth many millions of dollars. Gold Rolls-Royce Phantoms cost $8.2 million. Gold Lamborghini Aventadors cost $7.5 million. Gold Porsche 918 Spider cost $5.8 million, and gold Range Rover Vogues cost at least $3.2 million. His Lamborghini Veneno Roadster cost $4.5 million. When the car came out in 2014, he paid an unknown but probably very large amount of money to have it gold-plated. Only 9 of them. How could he afford such pricey cars? Are still very nice, but he doesn't own an Aston Martin 177, which costs $1.9 million and is the most expensive car in the world. Only 77 of them exist, which is how it's got its name. Another strange thing in his collection is his Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport. It costs $2.7 million and looks like a snake. He also has a Ferrari worth $2.1 million and an attractive Ferrari F12 Berlinetta worth $1.5 million. Don't talk about cars and trucks anymore. What about the army of tanks he has? Prince Fazza has a lot of expensive tanks. Do you understand? Rich people like them because they can be worn on sand, dirt, and snow. They are made for the military and are hard to crack. People have seen the prince riding them in the sand hills of Dubai. If you want to buy one of these Ripso tanks, one seat costs $495,000, 2 seats cost $545,000, and 4 seats cost $595,000. He also has a lot of cars that can go land and water. Prince used like the Python, but now likes the Panther better. It's a record that the Python can go 60 miles per hour on water, but it costs $300,000. The new Pythons are faster and cheaper. They should cost around $135,000. The prince spent $800,000 on a few panthers to start a trend for water vehicles before they were widely available for a quieter sea life. The prince owns a number of expensive super yachts such as the Esmeralda, which costs $70 million. His most expensive one, which he bought in 2013 for $180 million, has a gym made by Usain Bolt, several pools, a personal spa, and a place for a helicopter to land. Prince bought his own Boeing 747-400 for $260 million. The planes of the Dubai Royal Air Wing can be used by the royal family, but he prefers the $600 per hour first class of Emirates. One last question, how did the prince get so rich? Tickets can cost more than $20,000 all over the world. Works to get paid? Beale Investment is a private business that helps the prince keep his money. It has billions of dollars into buildings and construction projects, but the most of Prince's money comes from his royal family ties. He is good at many games and plays in them, but most of what he does is just for fun. He is a good horse rider, a skydiver who does it part-time, and an athlete. He is a good artist and a good shooter, and he won the Hamdan International Photography Award. He doesn't spend much time at work because he has a lot of money and fun things to do. If you were a royal, you wouldn't follow Saudi wealthy Turkey, would you? The cars in the Abdullah's collection are worth $22 million, which is a lot of money. The prince is so rich that he likes to show off his gold-plated supercars and luxury boats, even if it means he has to pay for parking in London. The parking tickets didn't bother the prince, who toured the world and was related to the House of Saud, which at the time was worth $1.4 trillion. Bin Abdul has several gorgeous gold supercars. Prepare to be stunned. The Bugatti Veyron is Bin Abdullah's most expensive gold car. Bugatti Veyrons cost $1.9 million, but they cost a lot more when they are made of gold. He always gets a lot of attention when he drives his gold-plated $10 million Veyron. The Veyron could be the best car ever made. The fastest a supercar can go. The 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine in the Veyron can go faster than 408 kilometers per hour. The Veyron's engine has 1,000 horsepower and can reach 100 kilometers in 6.1 seconds. Bin Abdullah has a car in his collection that are not supercars. He likes to drive in style in his Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe that is covered in gold. The $4 million Wonder can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 6.1 seconds and reach 200 kilometers per hour. If you have Rolls-Royce, it doesn't mean you are not fast. It's about being able to show off Abdullah's 18-karat gold wrapped Rolls-Royce and journey in style. The Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe has the best leather, wood, metals, and other materials inside. The most expensive car you can buy. Bin Abdullah goes off-road in his Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG 6x6. He spent $2.5 million on it. The G63 6x6 fits right in the sand hills of Saudi Arabia. Bin Abdullah put up a video of himself racing a camel in his 63-foot 6x6 truck at 161 kilometers per hour. The camel was doomed. Since the AMG was only sold for 2 years, it's hard to find cars that aren't gold. The limited production mid-engine plug-in hybrid car has a 6.8 kilowatt per hour lithium-ion battery pack that lets the car drive 19 miles on electric power alone. It has green and gold colors. Why don't we stop what's going on in Iran? No Iranian has ever been to a government farm near the Al-Borz mountain in Tehran, but now they do. Today, a 27-acre area costs $1 to get into. Shah was the first ruler of Iran for almost 40 years, and the buildings at the Navarin Palace show how happy he was. During the oil boom of the 1960s, Iran's Qajar family built a summer house on the top of the mountains as Tehran grew. Queen Farah was Shah's third wife. She went to school to learn how to create. She spent millions of dollars fixing up the complex houses and turned one wing into a private art gallery with pieces she bought all over the world. Another place to see modern building and interior design is the Royal Library Museum. In this library, they have parties and show off paintings, furnitures, and statues. The building's green area is worth seeing. The Inscription Garden Museum and Darban and Dara K are two nature places that are close by. When it's cold, people who go to Iran can ski and do other winter sports. He would often walk around the property or drive one of his many sports cars. As his anger grew, he flew in and out of the city in helicopters to avoid the streets. People were angry with the monarchy because the Paul Abbey family spent a lot of money and there were long-running reports of theft. In 1979, the Shah left the house for the last time by helicopter. People can look at the clothes and other things he left behind and walk through the rooms where he used to live. The place where Prince Ali Reza studied was left behind. It had a picture of military battleship on the wall and an electric piano. Kangaroos were kept as pets too. The public can visit this royal house in Iran, which looks like a time capsule. That's it for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We post videos every week, so stay notified. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the following video.